Now look at this article. The title of the article reads A Voluntary Mandate. Here the title itself is with irony, right? Because a scheme can be either voluntary or it can be mandatory. Then what is this voluntary mandate? That is what we are going to see in this article discussion. Now this article has made news because recently our Ministry of Education, it has initiated or introduced this APAAR. It can be expanded as Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry. So it is just a registry to register all the academic performance of a student in a digital format. So it is actually part of a digitalization of academic records. So similar to our Aadhaar, this will be a record of truth of all our academic performance of a student that has been happened in their lifetime. Now moving on, we shall see about certain basics about this particular APAAR. So this APAAR is introduced by Ministry of Education, as I said earlier, and the main purpose is to digitalize the academic records of the student for a single source of truth throughout their educational life. So it is linked to Aadhaar for record management as well. So it will be like everything will be linked. So if you are a person, they will be seeing your academic performance as well as through this ID, and it will be linked to your Aadhaar as well. Now moving on, we shall see about some of other digitalization of education records in our country. So the first thing is this Unified District Information System for Education Plus. So it is in short called as UDISE Plus. So in this particular scheme, our government, what it has done is it has asked all the schools to get enrolled, so that the government will know the actual trend or the actual state of a particular school. Based on that, informed decisions will be made, and based on that, resource allocation will be made, and it is like a database for the entire school systems that is functioning in our country. Now the second important thing is student database management information system. Under this also, the students informations will be there, and it actually streamlines the new initiative that has been taken up by the Ministry of Education. It actually streamlines students' records under National Education Policy NEP 2020. Now, moving on, we shall see about the concerns over APAR implementation. See, the first thing is there is no legal mandate. That is why the article itself has the title a voluntary mandate. So it is actually voluntary. So this might be asked in prelims also. This is not mandatory, but it is voluntary. But the thing or the way or the nature how it performs, it make it mandatory for the person to enroll in this particular scheme. I think you can get it. And this is actually a very big concern, because a lot of schools and state authorities, they are enforcing it unlawfully. So this is a very big legal mandate issue. Secondly, coercion in schools. A lot of states like Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka, they are given 100% enrollment target, which is actually pushing the people to get themselves enrolled mandatorily, which is also an issue. Now, the third important issue is data mismatch. See, each and every letter in your name is very, very important. So, when it is not aligned with the Aadhaar, what happens? Enrollment will be stopped. So, this will hinder the person from being properly enrolled into the system. So, a lot of rules and regulations should be made, or it should be made flexible to the people to enroll into this particular portal. Now, moving on, there are certain privacy as well as legal issues. For example, the portal can be used as a de facto mandatory like Aadhaar card. So this issue is there. And under the Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023, this particular thing raises concern over privacy. And even the Supreme Court ruling, it has said that Aadhaar should not be made mandatory anywhere else, especially for the basic education. So there is a Supreme Court ruling. But this particular thing, which is actually combining with the Aadhaar, is circumventing the ruling. So this is also a very big privacy as well as legal concern. Now moving on, we shall see about what can be done. So instead of making things complex, government can focus on improving the reliability and accessibility of a student's records, and making the enrollment process very, very easier, simpler, and making accessible to everyone, considering all the digital divide. So this can be done, and any such initiative should be backed by proper law and informed consent rather than coercion. So this is a very important thing. So anything all of a sudden it cannot be done. All the things should be considered, and consent should be built, and based on that consent the particular thing should be functioning. So these are all very important facts that you have to remember. Now I have a mains question for you. Let me read out the question. Which initiatives like APAAR aims to create a unified education record system, concerns over digital surveillance, consent and data protection persist? Examine the legal and ethical dimensions of such digital public infrastructure projects in India. So it is actually a 150 word question, and you have to write an answer for 150 words. It is a 10-mark question. So write an answer and post it in the comment section so that we can review your answer.